Yeah, I finally got him.
I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win. Win.
What are we waiting for? Take this!
15 seconds left in the game. 10 seconds. Morris shoots it down the ice. Ross makes the save. Ladies and gentlemen, the Flyers are going to win the Stanley Cup.
Into Kareem. Knocked away by Cheeks and a steal. Cheeks will use up the clock. No Malone. And that may do it. And look at the Sixer bench.
They know that defense, right again, that defense comes up with a big play.
Brad Lidge stretches. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Brady lines them up. He's back again. He steps up. He's hit. He stumbles. He is throwing it deep for the end zone, and it is batted around and incomplete. And the game is over. The game is over. The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.
Welcome to the Complex 4 for 4 Philly Sports Talk. I am your host, Willie Guns. Let me introduce you to my crew. Scott Hughes, you're not here, but you're still here in heart, brother. We cover the Flyers, but he's not covering the Flyers tonight because he's not here. We have Eric Moore that covers the Philadelphia Phillies, and we have Kyrie Goins covering the Sixers.
What's up?
Say what's up, everybody.
What's good?
What's up?
This show is brought to you by Old City Sports, created by Jesse Bell. That is OCS. Has lots of good shows, lots of good podcasts. We have Red Light Hockey Podcasts with Liam, Chad, and Paul. That is your podcast to go to for NHL and AHL talk. We also have Flyers Alley, hosted by my man, my brother from another, Jesse Bell, with his co-host Wade Rooster Jr. They're the go-to for any kind of Flyers talk that you would look for. And then we have the Backstabbers, which is my show, which is my co-host Tony Stango, which is known as the Phenomenal Tony Styles. And we cover the WWE. We talk about SmackDown and Raw and storylines that we think can work in there. Then we have Uncle Steve and Friends that's coming on to the network. That's about cars, trucks, parts, races, you name it. I think maybe even NASCAR. I'm not too sure about that. Then we have the three-pointer that just came on, and that's basically basketball talk, NCAA, all that stuff, and more on Old City Sports. How'd you guys like it? That's very good.
That was really good. That sounded very professional, dude. That sounds like you got that down line, dude.
Yeah, that's the wrestler in me, man. That's the wrestler in me. So that was a great introduction, Eric. The only thing is you're watching the Philly special, but you're not watching the incompleted pass that Tom Brady threw.
True.
Could you put that in there?
I thought the same thing.
I can probably put that video in to match it up with the audio. So yeah, I can probably do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. So we always gotta have the videos. So Kai, unfortunately, I think you get the old Sixers videos. It's all good though. It's all good.
It's all good, man.
It shows that you're a big time fan. So Kai, you know a little bit about the Flyers, but you know they're dumpster fire though, at least, right?
Yeah. No, they're trash right now.
All right. So what the host does is the host asks the questions and you guys answer. You ready for this one? The Philadelphia Flyers started out first place. They were on a high, and then what happened? They lost. They shit the bed. They didn't defend their goalie. They didn't do anything. Their veterans absolutely positively suck. Okay? They got plus minus Voracek's a minus 14. Nolan Patrick a -20. That can't be happening, especially Nolan Patrick, because he's supposed to be, the next like Giroux-like kind of player, because you got drafted so high. So my question is to you, Eric, what happened? What happened?
With this team, there's a lot to get into when it comes down to what happened with this damn team. It looks like what happened with this team was that they started out hot. They were, like you said, red hot. They were going great. They had the chemistry down the line, everything going great. And then all of a sudden, they just died. It's like what I'll say, Jesse's words. They were steam. They were like a steam engine. They steamed through. They blew their smoke. Now they're out of steam. They're not able to push as hard anymore. I think it's what it is that because they keep bringing up these young guys. They say, oh, the young guys can do it. The young guys can do it. The young guys can actually push us and get us through. But where's the veterans that are helping these young guys out and actually be able to play the game right? Not everybody understands that, but that's where it hurts, where you're trying to get young guys thinking that, oh, they're ready for the pros. But 99% of the time, they're not ready for the pros.
All right, I got a question for you. I'm going to say a player's stats and just give it a guess. 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points, -20. Did it in 43 games.
Drew?
Nope. It is Nolan Patrick.
Really?
4 goals, 4 assists.
Wow.
Now, I know Jesse always says, oh, it's not about the stats. That right there is pretty bad.
Yeah, that is really bad. But it's kind of bad that I jumped right to Giroux because how Giroux's playing this year as well.
Giroux got 11 goals and 22 assists. That's bad. That's bad. When you're known as the best player on the team
and the captain,
that's bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad. And Voracek, what are you doing, bro? You're a -14.
It's upsetting to see how they are. It's
0 power play goals.
The power play right now, it sucks. Mind you, it was better. The power play was better on the preseason game against each other than playing against other teams. What's wrong with that damn picture?
Is it coaching?
It has to be.
I see some talent on that, and I see stats that just don't make sense.
The talent is there. The ability is there. But the only thing that they're missing, they even talked about it on the alley today, which hope everybody goes to listen to it or watch it. They actually said that they need defense. The defense is really what they need is there because there's no help for Hart. There hasn't been any help for Hart all season. It's like they're thinking that Hart can do it on his own. He can't do it on his fucking own.
And you can't do it out there when your defensemen are shit in the bed, man.
Pretty much.
Sanheim, a -17. It's bad. I was actually going over this, talking to my brother, and I was like, dude, I never looked at the plus minuses all year, and it's bad. Their highest plus minus is a +1. What player do you think that is?
You had me thinking, who
he got hit in the face with a hockey puck. JVR.
Jesus.
And he only got +1 because he had 2 goals last game.
Hey, I'll say what I said on the alley. I predicted he would get the first goal off his knee.
Yeah, and the alley talked about what we have to do. I asked a question on there about, what veterans would you let go and what veterans would you let stay?
Yeah.
Well, judging by this, JVR stays.
I see him staying, to be honest. I see him staying. I see Coots staying. I'm a fan of his, but I'm going to say, but I think Drew's going to stay for another year. Voracek maybe for one more year just to preserve some up. I see Elliott leaving after this season. I think they're either going to bring Lyon up or they're going to sign another veteran goalie to just make sure that he's ready. But I don't think any of it's going to happen, to be honest.
Oh shit! Scott Lawton's a +7. Sorry.
You see what happens when you start going through your stats?
But that's a good thing. Scott Lawton's actually, that I think plus minus is very important in hockey, man. I think it really is. Think about NBA players, Kai. Think about when Embiid's on the court and what the team's plus minus is, and then when he's off, they always do that, and it's astronomical numbers. You know? I'll pull them up probably while guys talk, but they are just to mess around. But I think that's all I really got for Flyers talk, man. I really that's it.
Besides with the Flyers, with most of like right now, it's like I know they're playing right now. They're actually losing right now 3-1 against the Devils.
It's a surprise.
In the third period. So I don't know how this team's going to be. I think right now it's pretty much season over.
10 games. They knew already that their season was over. So how do you play the end of the year knowing that you're not going anywhere?
Show that you prove to be on the team. You play true that you belong on that team and actually just keep pushing. You can't just say, fuck it, I'm done. No. You want to be on this Flyers team and you want to prove us fans that we want to believe in you. Play to your heart contents. Play until you can't even take it no more. That's all you can do.
You think Carter Hart finishes out the year, or you try to really give Lyon a lot of play time?
I would say give Hart 75% and give Lyon the rest. Because of the fact that Hart needs that last minute kind of thing. If he doesn't have that kind of thing, it could affect a lot of things. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Good,
but
We're live.
But yeah, but it could affect a lot of things with his psyche. Because you remember he said he was dealing with depression before. So it can affect his psyche to the point where that if you start playing one player more, it could cause, I want to call it the Wentz effect.
Yeah, definitely. So do you think that they're going to blow up the team? That's it, just blow it up, or do you think they're just going to fucking do it again and release get rid of like 2 guys and then replace 2 guys and think that that's the fix?
I think what they're going to do is I think they're going to rely on the draft a little bit to see what they can pick up to put in the minors for a little bit. But I think they're going to do is they're going to get rid of some cap space and try to see if they can bring in a couple other guys. Because to me, with the free agency that I know, I'm hoping they bring in Alex Martinez. Alex Martinez is a defenseman for the Kings, which I'm not going to try and toot my horn, but I am a Kings fan. Don't be alarmed. I grew up with a split family. So he's a really good defenseman. He plays hard. He can play the two-way role when he has to. And plus, put it this way, in the 2014 Stanley Cup, he's the one who did the game-winning goal for the Kings to tie off the damn cap for that win. So why not have, even though he's 34, have him on the team? Why not? Yeah,
I mean, it's when I say the Kings. Mm-hmm. Other fans, like what's the guy on Red Light Hockey Podcast? Liam said he likes the Montreal.
Yeah, he liked the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, so he knows players on Montreal that he thinks that he knows if they went somewhere else,
they'll play well.
Good players that would play well.
Mm-hmm.
So he could say what guy he thinks that fits from Montreal that could go to Philly. He could say that. You could say a guy from the Kings. I could say, I don't understand why people wouldn't want him on our team because he's a pure goal scorer. I don't fucking need defense. Is Taylor Hall?
Oh, I
would take that. Why wouldn't you? If you could possibly get him, if you could possibly get that talent.
One thing that his talent is great. He has great talent, but there's the one thing that I can't stand him with is his attitude. His attitude is
doesn't the city of Philadelphia have attitude?
We have attitude, but only thing is he's like a T.O. attitude kind of way. To where that he thinks the spotlight should be on him and nobody else.
I love T.O. though because he backed it up.
That is true.
Deion Sanders backed it up. A lot of people would go, in football wise, they would go, "Oh, Deion Sanders, he was a showboat." So what? He backed it up.
Right.
T.O. backed it up. It's I think Taylor Hall can definitely back it up. I think if he came here, all the people are saying right now, "Oh, damn it, I'm mad." No, they'd be happy. It's just I almost think that Philly has this jinx factor in them, and there's I know a few of them. I won't name drop any, but they actually don't wish us to get stars like that because they think that we wouldn't get them anyway. So they do that hatred thing.
Right.
You know damn well if you woke up today and there's a fucking text message, Flyers got tail. Come on, man.
Here's one thing.
Get Sanheim, we get Ghost, and a second round pick or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I will say this.
It's
How would you think? It's like I know. It's like I can get a lot of shit for being a Flyers fan on this, but do you think it'd be different if we gotten Sidney Crosby on this?
I would love it. I would love it. It's Sidney Crosby.
But the only thing is, would it be different if we drafted him, not the Pens?
Oh, then we would love Sidney Crosby. I get your point.
Right.
He would be God. He would be God. Right now, he would be our Giroux right now.
Right.
You'd be like, oh, he led the league in scoring. He won Stanley Cups. Yeah, that's Sidney Crosby. Yeah. That's not Claude Giroux. You know what I mean?
True.
Hello. Sorry, Sidney Crosby, Claude Giroux, not same conversation. If anyone tries to fucking do that conversation, they're on fucking drugs. Seriously.
Goddamn right.
And Flyers talk just got longer and longer. See what happens?
Yep.
All right, so let's get into a little bit of Phillies. We'll just do a little bit, man. You know what's going on there. They can't knock runners in when they have to. Their bullpen shits the bed. What else do they got? They're not clutch. There we go. All right, what do you got to say, Eric? I don't even have a fucking question for the Phillies.
Well, the Phillies right now that they are on they got a little bit better than they did last week. They went from the last episode we had on Sunday. They went 3 for 7. They went 3 for 4 in the last 7 games. They should have, at least they thought they should have won. They won a sweep out at Colorado, but you know how it is out there. It's a home run park. It's one of the best ballparks to be out at in Colorado with the mile high altitude. But like right now, like a lot of the teams right now, like their key players, it's like this is kind of weird looking at this. Like I'm looking at the top average, like the average batting average right now. It's like Harper has the best average at 338. JT Realmuto is 306. Didi Gregorius is 269. Haskins is at 250. Bowman is at 213. But look at this. At the 6, you would expect that maybe we'll be having like another 200. No. McCutchen is at a 154. They're the top 6 players on our team batting average. And the one who's red hot right now is Harper. Harper is on fire. He hit 2 home runs today as well. 2 solo shots, which now he's tied for the most in the team with 6 with Hopkins.
But Eric, that's what you get paid to do when you're Bryce Harper.
Exactly.
Do you think that the other guys that that their stats? What's this guy's name? Alec Bohm. Is that how you pronounce
Alex
it?
Bohm.
Alec Bohm. Okay, he's stepping up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So Harper leads the team in runs scored with 17. Harper has to be the best player. That's what he gets paid to do.
He doesn't have the highest right now. Right now it's tied with 3 actually with Bowman, Didi Gregorius, and Hopkins right now with 12.
With runs scored?
With RBIs, yes.
Oh no, I was talking about runs scored.
Runs scored, yeah. That's a different story. My bad.
Oh, that's definitely your bad. Thank you for saying it, though. That's cool. But they're that bad. They're that bad that you could have fumbled those things out, and we'd be like, oh, okay.
I know. But it's like a lot of the team right now. It's like it's really raw. It's great to watch baseball. Like I'm happy baseball is back, watching it with the fans in the stands and all. It gives a better atmosphere, but it's not the same anymore. It's like it's with this team. It's like it went hot like they usually do in April. They go cold like midway through most of April, and then by the time May, June hits, they pick up. They start picking up like a steamboat, start chugging through, getting wins. Actually, winning 2 out of 3 game series, or at least tying the 4 game series. But we got to see how they're going to go down.
I think they'll pick it up. I do.
Oh yeah,
I really do. I honestly do. It's weird as I say that. I think they're going to pick it up. I think some young talent starting to show through. And
yeah.
I think that when the weather kicks in, and it's the summertime, and a lot of more fans are going to the games and having enjoyed themselves, and probably given that 12th man thing that they call in football.
Yeah.
You know, I think that you're going to see the bats. I think you're going to see Hoskins step up, Real Muto, and Bryce Harper.
I think we're going to see
and
home run
Bohm
hitting.
and Bohm.
Bohm, mind you, one thing with Bohm that not a lot of people remember, that he was actually second runner up to being Rookie of the Year. He would have been been Rookie of the Year last year if it wasn't for how the voting went. But he was close to being Rookie of the Year. He would have been the first rookie since Ryan Howard.
Wow, that's huge. And you know what's funny is I'm in a box when it comes to baseball. It's Phillies.
Yeah.
So if they do acquire a player, sometimes I'm like, oh, damn, I looked the dude up. Oh, nice average over the years. Got some home runs. You know, is a good team player. Okay, cool. But knowing the Phillies and seeing when I'm seeing the young talent, I think that they sort of have a little bit of a Flyers situation going on with the guys that they've been sticking with. Is, you know, you have to hold on to Harper, you know. But Real Muto and Hoskins, I mean, what are you going to do? You know what
Harper, I don't see him leaving. I see him actually retiring as a Phil.
I think he's going to win a World Series with us. He will. He will win a World Series. That's why you bring a player like that in.
And plus him telling the office to bring back JT was big, because JT is the best catcher out there and that was on the market. He's one of the best catchers out there. He can see when he has to throw the ball down across from home to second base. He has that arm, he has that whip, and he has the bat. So having him on our team, we're pretty much set for the next 5 years with both players. So I'm hoping, if it's not this year, I say next year. 2022 season will be the Phillies' year.
No, I think starting cold sometimes is better than starting hot. You know,
in baseball, I'd rather see them get warm in the beginning, like to show who they are.
Excuse me.
Die down, and then just take off like a fucking cannon. Just take off.
Yep, that's it. All right, I don't really have anything else for the Phillies. I tried my best to make that maybe go 5 minutes.
We actually, to be honest, we actually did about at least almost close to like 6 minutes.
I know,
yeah.
I had some stalling going on there, though.
I noticed.
All right, Kai, with the Sixers, I already told you.
We're going Sixers,
what we're going to talk with the Sixers. I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about Milwaukee now. After watching that game, I don't care what anyone says, dude. You got to stay healthy in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask you a really good question.
It also starts with defense, man. It starts with defense. We're not playing defense because we're a defensive team.
And when Big Ben's not out there,
yeah, it's not going to be a fun day.
Do you think that we'll be healthy for the playoffs?
Yeah, I think with everyone sitting out, taking their turns, like Tobias, he just came back though. I'm pretty sure the last game. But I'd rather have everyone rest up and be ready for playoff time.
Yeah, he'll be. I mean, Ben's going to have to stick in. All right, so the first round, the Sixers win, right? Let's say the Sixers are the number 1 seed. Are we going to give it to them right now, or what do you think they're going to finish with?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay, so 2 or 3. So it means you played a 7th or 8th seed. One of them, Charlotte. Knicks are 6, right?
Yeah.
Is Atlanta in there?
I think Atlanta's lower.
Okay, so
I can look.
So whatever team that we wound up playing in the first round is important to finish the 1st or 2nd seed from what I've seen, because the other teams are like really hungry. Go ahead, Eric.
All right, for what you were saying for the standings.
Yeah, the standings.
We have Brooklyn in 1st, Sixers in 2nd, Milwaukee in 3rd, Knicks in 4th, Atlanta in 5th, Boston in 6th, Miami in 7th, and the Charlotte Hornets at 8th.
Okay, so Miami's going to be tough.
Yeah, they'll be tough. They'll be tough. I think we'd beat them in 6, though.
I think Charlotte, we could sweep them.
Yeah, I don't think Charlotte would be. Nah, I don't think sweep. I think we'll beat.
Sweep?
I would like. Yeah, 4-1, 4-2, 5 or 6.
I follow the Hornets. I'll say it right back. I follow the Hornets because of family, and the Hornets are a pretty good team once they get hot. With having ball on their team, they're actually pretty good, so they could put up a fight. So
they're a fun, fast-paced team to watch.
Yeah, I would say give them if we had to go up against them, I say I'd give them a 6.
Who's their top player?
Right now is Ball.
Probably LaMelo and what's his name, Miles Bridges.
So and they're in the playoff run. That's huge for those guys.
They haven't been in a playoff run in quite a while since they were known as the Charlotte Bobcats.
Who do you got in 9th?
9th? 9th is the Pacers, and the 10th is the Washington Wizards.
Ooh, the Wizards. Damn it.
We're scraping both of them.
60 points, Bradley Beal.
We're scraping both of them.
Yeah. All right,
Bradley's going to give us a problem.
Now, if the Sixers finish the 2nd seed, they face the 7th seed, and that might be Atlanta. You don't know. Might be Miami. We don't. We don't know yet. Is that a dangerous spot for them?
I think we could beat all those teams down there. I just think Miami will give us a hard time. Having all those players and good coaching. But I don't think they'll really any one of them will beat us. I think the only teams we really need to worry about are 1, 2, and 3. Well, 1 and 3.
But the first round, you think no matter what team the Sixers really play, just as long as it's probably not Brooklyn or Milwaukee.
We won't end up playing them first round.
That's what I'm saying. The first round seems like we're free.
Yeah, it seems like we're good first round. When we start having to play, Milwaukee or Brooklyn, then it's going to be like, But you just got to stop Giannis. It's one person.
You got to stop that 3 points when Milwaukee wants you to shoot nothing but fucking threes.
Well, that's because of Giannis. Giannis drives and kicks. They play four out.
Mm-hmm.
If you stop him from driving or force him to shoot the ball from 25, whatever.
You're a basketball player. How would you stop Giannis? How would you stop him?
First, I'm putting Ben on him.
Okay.
I'm not putting Embiid. Embiid's a little too slow for him. And then force him to shoot, but that could cause him to get a full head of steam to the basket. So maybe play up on him and pressure him from the 3-point line. I wouldn't double team because he's going to kick out to the 90 shooters he has.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just pressure him from the 3-point line, even half court if he brings the ball up. I'm putting pressure from that point forward.
Now then that means that Middleton. So if you shut down Giannis, next would be Middleton. Yeah. That's how Milwaukee would work. How do you shut that dude down? That dude,
Tobias Harris.
So now Tobias Harris has to be on him.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Tobias on Giannis. I'm putting Ben on Giannis.
Okay, gotcha. And so Embiid just guards that lane so Giannis can't drive.
Yeah. And then if he does drive, that's when Embiid comes over, double teams with Ben, 6'10" and 7'1", 7 foot.
Call Doc Rivers, Kai.
He's professional though, man. I'm just throwing out ideas.
Let's go. No, but that's a good idea. Pressure Giannis to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, make someone else do it.
Make someone else do it, And now that I got Tobias on Middleton, I'm confident with that.
Yeah.
See, you couldn't do that the last time they played Milwaukee because Big Ben wasn't out there.
Yeah.
That's why they lost.
That's why I don't really think they said that this week was like a test week for us. Well, we didn't have everybody for at least 3 games. And then
now the big question is, and you knew this was going to come up. You knew this was coming. Brooklyn.
What about them?
What's gonna happen when you face that monster 3? You just said how you shut down that Milwaukee. How do you shut down Brooklyn?
Well, I told you we talked about it last week without who I was putting on who at least. But Ben on Durant. I'm putting Ben Durant. I'm gonna put Tobias on Harden. Harden's a little too shifty, but Tobias got the length.
Mm-hmm.
So he could kind of play off, but also contest. Who else?
Are you going to trust Seth Curry to or oh, you said Danny? No, you said Thibault.
I said Danny Green or Thibault on Kyrie.
Yeah. Keeping him at the point probably because Embiid's going to be guarding that paint.
Yeah. And then Seth on whoever else they got in the game. What's his name? Joe Harris? Yeah.
So do you think Brooklyn's afraid of any team besides us?
Ego? No. Ego from an ego standpoint, no.
But how do you think they feel about us? They excited to do it, or they're like, "Yo, that Sixers team, man."
I think they know that. I think they know that it would be a good matchup. It'd be a fight for sure.
Yeah, James Harden's thinking every time I get into the playoffs, there's always that team. There's always that team that beats me, and I don't make it to the dance. Could the Sixers be that team? Could they keep doing it to James Harden? Could they just keep doing it?
I do. I think so. I think they could beat them. I think it's gonna be a 6 or 7
Sixers
game.
healthy. Sixers healthy. I think can take Brooklyn.
Yes, I think a
I don't
healthy
think
Sixers.
you could drop one game. I don't think you could drop one game. I don't think you could afford to drop one game.
We can't drop one at home.
One at home. Okay.
You can't drop one at home.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'll drop 2 away because realistically, I think they'll place first. So that means we'll end up playing them at their house, 5 times or something?
Yeah, 5 and 3. Yeah. No, 4 and 3.
Yeah, 4 and 3.
So you got a 4 and 3 series against Brooklyn.
So we can't lose. We'd have to beat them basically at least once.
So you got to take a win from them at their house.
Yeah, you got to win at least one and win all your home games.
I like that. Now, as far as Brooklyn, what player, because they got 3 stars, scares you the most? It's Kevin
4.
Durant. Well,
They got 4.
Just say the. All right, we'll say 4.
They got 4.
Then maybe they have 5. That guy. Maybe they might have 5.
5.
Yeah. You're not talking about my boy. What's it? Harris? His name is.
He's just a shooter.
And what do shooters do against the Sixers when they're wide open?
I mean, like all around, like
I gotcha.
Star Blake Griffin, Joe Harris.
Blake Griffin, Joe Harris, and then you got the big 3. I don't know. That's a scary team. If someone told me that team existed today, and I didn't watch NBA, but I watched it a few years back, I'd be like, "What?
Right.
You're telling me that those 3 guys get to play on the same team together? How'd they do that?
It's
Where's
like
all their other money going?"
It's like watching the Heat again, all over again, when it was
Everyone else
LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh.
And that was exciting.
And everyone else got minimum wage.
And that was exciting, though. That was exciting. Oh, look at that. 76ers versus Thunder, 7 p.m. on Monday.
Yeah, man, tomorrow. That's a dub.
Yeah?
I'm calling a dub right now.
Well, what's Thunder, like one of the worst teams in the league?
I wouldn't say worse, but I don't think they're – depending on who's playing.
Gotcha.
But I think it's a W.
Is it a W, though, if Ben's still out?
Yeah. I don't – because Embiid will probably put up
W? Is it a tough W? If
tougher.
Ben is out? It's a
tougher
W.
Tougher W. But I think Embiid, he's putting up his light 35, 40.
He'll be out in the 4th quarter.
Yep, sitting there resting.
Goodbye. See, that's the thing that I think the Sixers should definitely take advantage of is Embiid's matchups. If you know you're playing a team that doesn't have a big man, Embiid's not going to beat us by the 3. Embiid's going to be dunking on us. Embiid's going to be laying it up, going to the foul line. You know, that for me is for the Sixers. Like if I know I'm playing up against a center that's trying to prove himself and he looks pretty good defensively throughout the year, I'm like, Embiid, just shoot jump shots. You got a jump shot. It's like you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? You're Joel Embiid. It's MVP. What do you think?
I was gonna say, are you going MVP for him right now or for him?
If they finish the 1 seed, he gets MVP.
You think it's only if it's the 1 seed?
Well, Denver's got the 1 seed too, though.
And they have the 1 seed now?
I think Denver has the 1 seed, yeah.
I said they took it from Utah?
I think so. Do they have it, Eric? Can you find that for us, Eric?
So did they take it from
Right
Utah?
now, when I looked at it, I actually had it up on my phone. Utah already clinched the playoff spot. They're the first team and only team that clinched the playoff spot.
Now, what's Denver? How far are they ahead of Denver?
Let's see. Games back. They're about 5 games back.
So then that means that they're the number 2 seed. They're not the number 1 seed, which means Embiid got his team the number 1 seed, but they're going to go. He missed 18 games. Well, 18 games, they were 500. No, great they would have been if he was in there. Thank you. There it is. Sorry. There you go. Hey. Drop the mic. It's Embiid.
I think he's playing way better, way more dominance than Jokic. Yes, Jokic is putting up numbers. He's doing triple doubles, whatever.
Yeah, but he's taking assists away from his guards. You know what I mean?
But they work the ball through him, though.
Right.
Flyers heading to OT 3-3.
JVR scores the game-winning goal in OT. Calling it right now.
But you don't see nothing.
And it'll be a +2 or 3 or whatever.
You don't see nothing on ESPN or Sports Center of what's his face, Jokic. You don't see much on Jokic.
No, you don't. You don't because he gets those. Big deal. Jokic scored 30, or big deal. Embiid scores 30 points in less minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, he played a hell of a defensive game. He had 2 key blocks on the players on the team, the best player.
Yeah.
You could get blocks on garbage shots, yes. Embiid gets blocks on really
everything.
He defends the rim. Now the thing is he defends the rim, but he also plays like he's a guard. He plays like he's a small forward. He could do every position on the floor.
Yeah.
Jokic can't do that. We can scare Jokic. Like if Jokic tried to dribble like Embiid does, somebody's taking that ball off him. Yeah. He has to move and get it and post up. Embiid's hand on you.
Yeah.
No, that Embiid just stuck. What was his name? It was 1-on-1. Damn it! What's the damn player's name? He was Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was at the 3-point line, literally trying to embarrass Joel Embiid, and Embiid stayed on him. Embiid is a center. Any other time that happens in the NBA, the coach is like, somebody help him. And he did not need it. And we're talking, that's Drew Holiday. Ball security, Drew Holiday. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Embiid stayed on him. He could not get by Embiid. He couldn't even do a step-back shot on Embiid. And Embiid's a center.
Mm-hmm. Embiid's one of those rare centers that actually can shoot the 3. There's not a lot of centers out there that can do that. The only one I remember to be able to do that was Dirk Nowitzki. He was one of the few tall men that was 7 foot tall that can shoot the 3.
I thought about that, but Dirk was had no ball handling like Embiid.
No, he didn't have the ball handling, but he did have the jump shot.
He had that post fadeaway.
I'm going to say he probably – if there's a big man that had a better shot than Embiid, it's definitely Dirk Nowitzki.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was saying it's too late for it now, but I was saying to back up Embiid, they should have went with Cousins.
Wow,
I'd have took him. I'd have took Boogie and
physical.
Yeah,
never lose the physicality on the court,
and both have the jump shot.
And both have the jump shot. Yeah, you got to respect Cousins, and I think Cousins would have been a lot more comfortable. That the way his career has worked to get a little less of a pressure on him.
Yeah, because you'd still have Dwight Howard.
Mm-hmm. And Dwight Howard's up in the league leaders in rebounds, and he doesn't even play nowhere near as many minutes as those guys. So Dwight Howard does show up.
I don't know if Dwight's just too strong, by the way, or what it is. This guy, he stayed getting moving screens, throwing people around on offensive rebounds. But I also think it's flopping. But
imagine what he's going to do in the playoffs.
Yeah, he might foul out though, because of all this nonsense.
Yeah, because the playoffs does get more physical, and I think that now this Sixers team, like remember that Sixers team that played against Boston, and Boston got physical on us, and it was too much for us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's not this team's identity no more.
No, we're scrappy defensive. Sorry, Eric.
And Ben's a lot tougher now. Ben's not that same player no more.
Defensive player of the year.
This team
Can
is
you imagine if he got that?
this team is playing a lot better than I've seen from the last time they were in the playoffs. This team's actually playing like a team. They're actually showing that they want to be in this city. They want to be on this team. They actually want to win. They're hungry. In the words of Jason Kelsey, they are hungry dogs. They want a title in Philly, and Philly needs a title.
And you have shooters.
Mm-hmm.
You have shooters.
They actually got people that can actually shoot off the bench.
And if you try to play physical with this Sixers team, you're going to get your ass kicked.
They're too big.
Damn straight.
The average height's like 6'6".
Yeah,
they're massive.
Yeah. And that thigh bowl is going to be a nightmare because all he's going to have to do is play defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in basketball, there's no super sharing the ball in the playoffs. Your stars get that ball.
Yeah,
that's how you win. And if you go out there, you try to play physical with those guys, the little guys like Seth Curry is going to be open for that three.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he gonna hit it too. He gonna hit it.
Sure is.
Danny Green, he gonna hit them baseline threes. I can't wait till the playoffs. Put it that way.
But I also think they're playing different though. They're playing different because of the coach switch. And I love Brett Brown. I loved Brett Brown for a while until it started getting a little shaky on the end. But I felt like he just didn't know whether he wanted to be defensive or offensive. He wanted to do both.
Mm-hmm.
Doc came in with that defensive mindset because we're a defensive team more than an offensive team because we didn't have the shooting.
And we still are a great offensive team.
Is there a way we can actually have Doc do some coaching for AV over here?
You gotta have I'm sorry, Eric, but you gotta have the talent to coach.
I mean,
the Flyers. You can't compare the Flyers. Well, plus, there's more players on a hockey team than there's a basketball team. But
yeah, I know.
Coaching wise, hands down, Doc Rivers has medals to me. Watching him over the years, you know, he's one of the best. He really is, and I hope he gets his in Philly, man. Because this is his chance. It's his chance. If it's not this year, it's definitely next year.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I was looking at the schedules, just curious to see where we were going to land first or second or third.
Okay.
I'm looking at Brooklyn's schedule. Their schedule's about to get hard. The Sixers get way easier. So the Nets have the Raptors, Pacers, Trailblazers, Bucks, Mavericks, Nuggets, Bulls, Spurs, Bulls again, then Cavaliers.
So they can finish strong now.
They could finish strong with the last 4 games, but I still see them possibly losing.
I can see them losing 2 to the Bucks, man.
Yeah, I can see them also losing.
Coming on.
I can see them losing to the Spurs too, and then at least once to the Bulls.
Yeah, especially if Durant's not back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just played the other night though. He had 33.
Okay, so he's back for good now?
Yeah, I mean he had like a knee contusion or something. The game he came back.
Did they win that game when he had 33?
Yeah, they won that game with 33. It was against the Suns.
So he's not going to be doing the day on, day off no more?
I hope not. I mean, for the Sixers'
he's a Durant fan. So.
Yeah. For
it's
the
okay.
Sixers' sake, yes. But for my own personal Durant advantage.
I get that, man. I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, you better start making that Embiid, though.
Yeah.
Embiid is taking over. I'm announcing it. Embiid is taking over. Alan, I know he's got his Embiid shirt on.
I got my Embiid jersey in the closet. I can pull up my Embiid jersey out of the closet.
I mean, listen, you can't let that guy go ever, man. Whatever he wants. If he walks into that room, he goes, I want such and such. No problem, Embiid. No fucking problem. We got you.
Say less.
We got you. That's Embiid for me now. He surpassed LeBron James for me. He surpassed them all. You know what I mean? He has. Kobe. Embiid is he's Philly.
He's a favorite. He's a favorite of mine.
And he's on my team. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How can I not like give him that credit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Give them that Philly street cred, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Sixers, just pulling up the schedule here. They have OKC, Atlanta twice.
Ooh, that's a squash right there. So they're 2-1.
San Antonio, which we could lose.
2-2 will go.
Chicago.
3-2.
Houston.
4-2.
New Orleans. I said that's a revenge game.
I still say it's a 5-2. It's
Yeah. No, we just lost New Orleans, didn't we? I think we just lost to them.
I think this time around Ben will be in there, and you got Tobias Harris, and that'll be back in for longer.
And then Detroit, Indiana, Miami, and the Magic back to back.
There's a lot of mixed up things there, man. But I think so. How many games was that? 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 games. Okay. 12 games, I'd say realistically that sounded like an 8-4 finish. But if they try to finish strong and they have their starting lineup,
I'll take a 10-2.
I could see a 10-2 or a 9-3.
Yeah.
I don't see Brooklyn going 9-3.
Not with that schedule, no.
No.
Unless they play everybody super hard, which I doubt they'll do because of playoff time and injury prone.
Here's the thing. What's a more confident locker room? The 76ers or the Brooklyn Nets?
Sixers.
You think the Sixers are more confident? You think these young guys are ready?
Yeah, I think they're more confident.
Brooklyn. I think it's going to be
just because Brooklyn hasn't played together.
It'll probably be one of the best series you've ever seen.
Yeah,
the NBA. You're an NBA fan. Get ready.
I only say that because Brooklyn hasn't played together. Well, when have they all played together at the same time?
Well, you also got to think Kawhi Leonard. You know what he did with Toronto, and he had a pretty damn good supporting cast. He did. The Sixers were close with what team they had then. Now look at the team they have.
Yeah, with a different coach.
With a different coach. So
better coach. Sorry, Brett.
That's called positivity, people. So if you're a Sixers fan, you're afraid of the Nets, just get ready because your boys are going to show out. This is probably above Allen Iverson. I would say one of the best Sixers teams I've seen. It's above Allen Iverson already, and he went to the finals and lost to an amazing Lakers team.
Yep.
Kobe and O'Neal. Kobe's still a legend. Rest in peace.
Was that Froby?
Just them two guys winning rings together have more than most NBA franchises. Actually, more than us already. So, just throwing it out there. You know, it's sad.
Yeah, man.
It's sad when you think about that. But Allen Iverson won one game, which means Philly, no matter what it is, will do it as long as that franchise is all in on these guys that they got on that court. So Doc Rivers, I think, has the playoff lineup ready. If he's a really good coach, he has it ready.
Oh yeah, it starts on the defensive side for sure.
Oh, definitely on the defensive side. I think I agree with Kyrie. I think during the regular season, you don't need to give Thibault all those tons of minutes because you know you're always going to get defense from him.
Yeah, and
I think you might see him make some clutch shots in the playoffs. It's gonna come up, but he's gonna make some clutch shots because in the playoffs, guys, look at Kawhi Leonard. He wasn't Kawhi Leonard when he was the most Spurs yet. You know what I mean? He was working on it. He was the defender. Remember, Kawhi Leonard, the long, lanky arms. He's such a terrific defender. Then out of nowhere, he's shooting 3-pointers, and they can't stop him. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting watching the Spurs game, and I'm like, my boy is lighting up LeBron James's team here. You know what I mean? Like, dude was just draining threes, defending LeBron James. You name it. Kawhi Leonard stepped out. Ben Simmons is already known, so you're not going to, you already know Ben's is going to be great. What player will you see for the Sixers in the playoffs that makes that he doesn't become Kawhi Leonard, but you're going to see him show out? And that's the question.
I see. We already mentioned Thibault. I see Thibault showing up, and I see Danny Green showing out.
Danny Green, big time Green. You know what I mean?
Danny Green showing out. Defense all over the place.
And I think that Danny Green's one of those guys that's going to shoot better when he knows the game matters.
Yeah, I think he also has something to prove, though.
He's a winner.
Flyers won. Wow.
Nice. Was it JV? Oh, shootout. Did JVR score the shootout goal, or was he?
No,
or was he even in
down
there?
to round 6.
I think he's got something to prove, though, for sure.
It came down
Danny
to
Green.
6 rounds of shootout, and the person who did the game-winning shootout goal was Kevin Hayes.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the last 10 minutes or whatever, we could go a little over. It depends on how the Eagles talk goes.
Yeah.
It's coming up, man. We got to figure, should we do the draft live like this when the Eagles pick?
That'd be cool.
It's pretty cool, but it'd be a little tough to get it with trying to make sure
we don't give a fuck about sound quality with that.
Yeah,
everybody's TVs are gonna be all we're gonna be listening to the shit. Like sound quality's off the fucking board there. You know what I mean?
I'll be on the tablet.
We'll figure it out some way, but it'd be cool if we watch the draft together because I'm interested to see where these young guys are going. There's so much talent in this draft that I think that the team that has the 15th pick's getting a great player. Mm-hmm. I'm talking a starter. How many starters do you think that are in this first round draft? Honestly.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. Except somehow how he's going to do that exact motion, Eric, and not get a fish.
Well, if Surtain's there, he has to take him.
You would think.
But I heard that he wants Kyle Pitts.
I actually just heard
he's a monster. He is a monster.
He's a beast. I actually just heard this guy's trying to trade back up for a quarterback.
I mean, is there a quarterback there that's worth it? That's a great question. I don't hear anybody. They always go, no. Is there a quarterback there? Did we see anything? I heard Zach Wilson is the truth.
I heard he's little, though. Tiny.
Russell Wilson's tiny and
look
Tiny Tim
That's
done
what I said. That's what I said, but apparently he's like 5'10". I gotta look it up now.
I'm 5'8.5". What's the point? I can still catch a football over a damn freaking 6'10" guy.
Really?
I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna bring out to the football team now.
I'll be honest.
In my heydays, Kai, I would have loved to play football with you, brother.
I'll be honest. I'll say for.
Want to talk about Mr. Physical? I was Mr. Physical.
Oh, never mind. He ain't. I'll take Zach Wilson.
All right, there we go. What's his stats? No, now we got to hear the stats now. What's his stats?
He's way taller than 5'10", let me tell you.
I heard the Eagles really are interested in him. Like, even over what they were interested in. I heard the original thing that they were doing was move from the 6th to the 3rd to take Zach Wilson. That's what I heard. I think it was something like that. I can't.
They're at 12 now. So.
But that's the thing. They gave up on that dream. But that dream could still be available if you were to take next year's first round pick and take your 12th pick and throw in Zach Ertz and get Zach Wilson. You get the 3rd overall pick. Mac Jones from Alabama?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did make Devontae Smith and Waddle look like the best receivers in the draft. Oh, shit, they are. Jamar Chase, I know, but Waddle, let's just face it, Waddle's a freak of nature. Anytime you can have those college football stats in your final year and still be known as a top 5 pick, possibly top 10 if he falls, that's scary as a wide receiver. Because do remember, the quarterback is the most important position in football.
Right, and the guy's name is Matt. So let you know if you wanted to say his name on the air.
Matt Jones.
So it's Mac.
Oh, no. I was the guy. I thought it was Mac Jones. His name's Matt. Oh, it's your boy.
He's actually on our.
Is he enjoying the show? You enjoying the show, buddy? Because we haven't had a fucking comment the whole show. So. Hey. I hope the one person that's watching, I can't even see how many people are watching. It's good, though. We're good. That's what I'm saying. Start watching. We actually don't talk about the same shit that 94.1 talks about, that 97.5 talks about, that fucking Sirius XM talks about. I know it. Oh, Matt Wilcox. Is it Matt Wilcox? Willie
It's his last name is spelled H-E-W.
Oh, Matt Hugh, my boy Matt Hugh. He's a Carolina Panthers fan. There's no wrong with it.
No.
I have family that are Steelers fans, 49ers fans, Baltimore fans.
Matt actually had real serious conversations with me about how to be a really good host. So everything that I am doing was from talking to that guy. So I appreciate him.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate him. Yes, sir. There he is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when we're still talking about the draft, Zach Wilson. What's his stats, Eric? Come on, man. Pull him up. Scoreboard. You want to you just made the list. What was it? Zach Wilson, and then we'll look at Mac Jones.
Zach Wilson. All righty. Stats, college career. Okay, here we go. From the 3 seasons that he played, he has over about 56 touchdown passes, 15 interceptions. His rating is of 162.9.
He has a mad competition now.
Yeah. But his last season was his last season. He did 33 touchdowns, 3 interceptions with a quarterback rating of 196.4.
And what teams he play for?
He played for BYU.
33-3 though. That's, I don't care what competition you have.
But it does though. It matters.
Did they run the ball a lot? Look up their running back.
But it matters though.
What is this? The offense, dude. Why are the Eagles so interested in Zach Wilson? We got to pick their brain. You know what I mean? Pick their brain. Why do people just assume when they hear something that says that? What teams did they play during the season, though? Right. I wonder that. How was BYU's schedule? What was their record? What did they finish? With a quarterback at 33-3, I'm pretty sure they were a ranked team.
They were 18.
They were ranked 18?
Yeah, but they didn't play anybody, really.
They were in the Bocan Rotten Bowl, and he was the offensive MVP.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Okay, so how was BYU's running game?
As we're all searching this shit up.
and not only that, you got to think of BYU's defense.
Yeah.
Were they on the field a lot because you know they couldn't get off it? Mac Jones field vision much better, I think. Okay. I got your Facebook user. Which is Matt Hugh, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So BYU didn't play anybody.
Okay, so
nobody that mattered.
Howie Roseman blowing smoke up other teams' asses. He ain't interested in Zach Wilson.
They played Army, Navy, Troy. I don't even know what team that is. LT. Yeah. Well, let me look.
They had a hell of a running back too. Yeah, they did. He's right.
Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
Okay, is that still Matt Hugh that said that, Eric?
I'm checking on the regular page, but I don't see
had a run game, but we're more confident in passing game. Had 2 pro receivers, but something to be said for quarterback. So you're sold on Mac Jones, huh? He did have mad competition. But he still put up great numbers when they had a tremendous running game. Alabama just smacks the shit out of fucking teams, man.
But I think Alabama has a system. I don't think it's necessarily talent as much as their system.
Now, has his draft stock went up, or can you snatch this guy in the second round?
He's going top 10.
Going
easy.
Top. How his stats are, he's gonna go at the top 10. If he drops past the top 10, we're better. If he drops down to like maybe the top 15, we're better off grabbing him.
So what if you trade up? You're able to keep the 12th pick, right? So you keep the 12th pick. That's it. It's yours. You trade a next year's first rounder, and you trade Zach Ertz and probably another next year's first rounder. You move up in the draft. You draft Jones, and then with the 12th pick, Waddle falls to you instead because Devontae Smith apparently his draft stock's up higher than Waddle. They're saying Waddle still might fall to the Eagles. Then you take Waddle. Now you already gave a quarterback his favorite target.
But is the quarterback good?
He looked good. I mean, look what he did for Devontae Smith, NCAA record.
But it's a system.
It's a tough one. It's a thing. I don't know. His stats don't lie. Najee Harris is a fucking terrific running back, so teams had to defend the run, so maybe he benefited from that.
I just think the way that he runs his team, what's his face? What's his name?
Next year's
the coach, Nick Saban.
Nick Saban. Next year's pool will be greater with talent, I think. Listen, we'll see. We shall see, because this talent right now is through the roof. There's a lot of tackles in the draft. That's the thing. There's going to be a good player. Should have never traded out of the top 6. Well, they're thinking about next year, Wade. They're thinking about next year, though. That's what they're doing.
I think, yeah, Nick Saban.
Nick Saban. You said Nick Saban, didn't you, Kai?
Yeah. I just think the way he runs his team, you could stick anybody that can throw a football 60 yards and has field vision.
Now, if Kyle Pitts is there at 12, do you take him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on that. I'm on that train.
All over it.
I'm on the Kyle Pitts. I want Pitts. Damn it, Wade said. Listen, man, that guy's talent is through the roof. He's a touchdown machine.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. He's physical already as a rookie.
Yeah.
Not necessarily remember Murray. I don't know. Oh, DeMarco Murray is he talking about?
I
what
think
team?
so.
Was it DeMarco Murray in Alabama running back? Was he?
Was he?
Hey, man, you got me going into my textbook mind up here, and there's not many pages, so. No, I think that the Eagles traded back. They think that there's a player that they could get at 12. What player is that? There's a lot. Is Parsons going to fall? Oh, quarterback for Bama years ago. Oh, Murray, the friggin' dude from Arizona.
Who?
Murray, right? The quarterback for the quarterback for Arizona.
Oh, you're on the Cardinals.
On the Cardinals. What's his name? He's fast.
The guy that plays right now.
Yeah. He was from Alabama.
Was he?
Yeah. What the hell is his name? Oh my God, I'm gonna.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. How, Kai? Oh my God! All the Buffalo Wild Wings talks just went. we roasted him, man, dude. I knew when I heard.
No, he didn't go to Alabama.
He's a Sooner.
Oh, he's a Sooner.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I think it. So Murray was a quarterback for Alabama. Then he's talking about, or is he talking about just in general how a quarterback can be very good in college football and then.
I think he's talking about like that because it's almost like it's like Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow was a really good college player, and then when he came to the league, he slept like crap.
Yeah, but what's the thing is no NFL scouts thought anything of Tim Tebow. They knew it already. Murray played for Bama. Okay, it must have been a quarterback that didn't make. He must have made it to the NFL. I don't know. He knows a lot of college football, Matt. I know that. But I think. If they're not sold on Hurts, I think Hurts is worth it. I mean, it sounds like to me the Eagles want to win this year. Do I make sense right there?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like to me that the Eagles aren't interested in rebuilding the team. I think the Eagles think that they could just roll the dice and get a quarterback in here, and that fixes their fucking situation. Which could have not 15 different combinations of an offensive line last year. I was saying this to my wife last night, and she was like, "Damn, well, it makes sense." I'm like, "Yeah, but you don't really know what I'm talking about, so other people will hear this." If you have 15 different offensive line combinations, then you got a right guard that is going to get abused in a game. You got a left tackle that's going to be abused during the game. You got a right tackle, only J.C. Kelsey made it. So the center even got fucked up because there was just too much talent going at the Eagles, and they didn't have enough chemistry to work together or positions. Like, if you're talking about 15 different combinations, you have stars that are out. You know what I'm saying? You have stars that are completely out of the game. So you don't even have your real offensive line. And Carson Wentz, man, dude, I was watching, my brother last night was watching Eagles film. Like, we were just watching Carson Wentz, and dude, when he has an offensive line, look the fuck out. Look out. So Hurts, I think, with an offensive line, which that offensive line never blocked for him ever during those games that he played. His first career NFL pass, right? The dude was pressured. Like, off the bat. Like, this dude never had a chance to just sit back and relax and throw the football.
Yeah.
You got to give him that chance. Mm-hmm. I think because of the quarterback controversy you just went through, Howie, you drafted this dude second. That's the reason why Wentz is gone. No one will admit that. It's not because he had a bad season, because the offensive line blew asshole. He wanted to leave. He wanted to leave because you drafted a quarterback in the second fucking round when you needed a linebacker, when you needed a corner, when you could have used a safety. Fucking bullshit.
For sure.
Yeah, that's it. So what do you got? What do you make from that, guy? I know you're a big
drafting
time
is trash. Eagles drafting is trash. No, I don't know. I think Wentz is also scared of a little competition.
Wentz was. You said Wentz was afraid of a little bit of competition?
Yeah, I wouldn't have just bounced because I drafted a quarterback in the second round, or they drafted a quarterback in the second round. Fight for your spot, man. Even if you did play trash.
Like, what do you say to right off the bat that if it's good to have that competition on your team, to where that it's supposed to make you better, make you show that the team that you meant to be on this team, you're the star leader, and having competition on the team where that you be able to push yourself harder and be better than that player is what a lot of some players need. And
you got to look outside the box, Eric. You're not looking outside the box. Outside the box is Carson Wentz was close with these guys.
Right.
And then they went ahead and drafted a quarterback in the second round.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right? That's it, dude. That's
but
said Scott isn't here. Flyers wanted to shoot out 4-3.
You're a little late there, Jesse. I already posted that up there.
Yeah, Eric was on that. So I a part of what you were saying, Eric, I agree. But I really think that if you're really close like that, I think Wentz. I think they almost told Wentz like this will never happen to you.
But we don't have a backup.
But you did it though. That's the thing. You were thinking about replacing it. You say we were a quarterback factory. So what does Wentz think? Oh, so I'm part of the fucking factory? What would you think? Like, you hear your GM. Oh, we're, here we go. Jesse Bell. Oh, Will, there's this guy that's going to do a 4-for-4 fucking show on our network. You'll like him, Will. He might be your fucking replacement. You know what I'm saying? And behind those doors, the discussions that happen is you're our future. We gave you that big deal.
Right.
We didn't need to draft a quarterback. Wentz, you're young. We could have just brought another veteran like Nick Foles again. Why did we have to draft a young guy? Oh, we could have passed that up. Get the fuck out of here. You passed up what? The fuck did he do in the last 4 games? Right? You're paid $32 million to shove and play. Agree, Wade. I agree, man. I wouldn't have traded him. I would have played his ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have been like, yo, you prove your worth, bro. Go ahead. Oh, I'm gonna be traded. Oh, well, guess what? You're showing the fuck up the work. And if not, then you're gonna be a breach of contract, not us.
Mm-hmm.
You hold out. You don't get paid.
I took it as we needed a backup.
Well,
he's injury prone.
You took it though. How do you think you took it?
Oh, yeah, that's very true.
There's a difference. Yeah, definitely play him out and build the O-line. I totally agree. But unfortunately, when you make friends with Wentz and he just wanted it to be cool, he's like, "Hey guys, just can you please just like let me go to my best friend over there, Frank Reich. me and Frank Wright play Madden together. You know, I don't know. We go to church together. We go to church. We go hunt. We shoot ducks. We shoot bears. We shoot deer. We shoot everything. You know what I mean? Think about it.
Yeah.
You gave him everything he wanted. That is what a fucking crybaby is.
True.
He's a fucking crybaby, man. And I love when people try to defend his ass. Listen, I'll say he's a hell of a talent. But what he did to our city is a fucking disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace what he did. You have 32 million or 33 million, whatever the fuck it is, sitting still. Sitting still.
Fortnite these days.
Fortnite these days. That's awesome. So you guys got anything else on the Eagles, man? Because we went an hour and 10 minutes. We did pretty good.
No, man, I'm good.
All I'm gonna say is, hopefully, it's like I even know it's gonna happen, but let's hopefully Hallie doesn't fuck this up.
All right, so we'll go about the shows on the network. We got, of course, we got Flyers Alley with Jesse and Wade. You know, they talk everything Flyers hockey. They talk about not just the stats. They don't talk about stats. They just talk about what the team needs to do better. You know, and that's why I like Jesse and Wade's show, because it's a different kind of look on sports talk. So there you go, perfect. Oh, you just threw them up there. All right, I appreciate that. Then we got Red Light Hockey. That's with Liam, Chad, and Paul. Am I correct on that one? Kick in the first round.
Kicker.
Nice one, Wade. Appreciate it. Can I go back to reading, Eric?
Yes, I do apologize. I came in. I had to get it up there.
Well, now it's up there. Now I got to read it. Backstabbers, you know, I host that with Anthony Stango, Tony Styles. We basically cover WWE's Raw and SmackDown episodes.
I will have to update that list.
Usually our episode comes out sometime on the weekend, sometimes a Saturday night, sometimes a Sunday morning, sometimes a Monday morning. Whenever we put it out, you know, that gives us, we cover all the shows that WWE has. Sometimes we go off the rocker, talk about Attitude Era and all that shit, but we didn't on this last episode. So if you weren't a fan of the Attitude Era thing episodes, this one doesn't have that in there. And then that's basically it. Is that all you're gonna put up there? You got
that's all I was able to get on there right away.
More. You got the 3-pointer.
Mm-hmm.
That's ran by Brent, I believe, right? Brent on our network. All this you can find out at oldcitysports.com. All of it you can find out. We have Uncle Steve and Friends. That's about trucks, cars, I think races, and just like basically the truck and car industry. And that's pretty much it that we got for Old City Sports Network, started by Jesse Bell. You know, I'm the vice pres. Liam is the vice pres of the Canada. I'm the USA. Eric, you are the producer of the complex. You're very much needed, sir. Kyrie, love having you here, bro.
Thank you, sir.
I got to talk with him all the time, Buffalo Wild Wings. Now I know I'm guaranteed at least over an hour of sports talk face to face with him, whether it's on here or in person. So I appreciate that from you, Kai. Brotherhood is what we're all about. We all look out for one another. I am Willie Guns. That's Kyrie Goins. That's Eric Moore. And we're out.